we were at a nightclub, and he had contacted the nightclub to be put like on the door as like special guest.
What? What? Oh my word!
So obviously I meet Elliot in Starbucks.
Yeah.
And then I'm like at quite a low point, to be fair, and I'm like, mate, yeah, don't know what I'm gonna do with YouTube, don't know what videos I want to make, blah blah blah.
Oh, hang on. So, because I knew he worked in Starbucks.
Yeah.
You didn't know him before that?
No. He was a fan,
Oh wow!
and he would write on my cup, Kitty, and things, and I was like, oh, okay, he knows. And then obviously, we started chatting. Boys and girls, we're back at it again in Starbucks. Alright, but who's here? On duty, it's Elliot. He's just said something a bit weird to me. Right, go ahead. He took me on a date. No, but yeah, basically like...
What, did he write his number on the cup? Call me.
No, he wrote his... he did ask me to watch a singing cover that he did. Of a Drake song.
Right.
And I remember watching it and thinking, right, okay, there's two things here. Either he's trying to become friends with me so that I promote his shit,
Yeah.
or he's just being nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he then suggested this idea of going to his old primary school to explore it for a video, and I was like, mate, dead vid. What are you on about? Going to a shit primary school.
Basically, the school that I went to when I was in like up to year 2, I left in year 2, and then shortly after it closed down. It's been abandoned ever since.
Right.
So like 15 years ago, basically.
Right. He reckons it's haunted. So
We just should investigate.
So at this point, you're good pals now.
Well, at this point, yeah, we're still getting to know each other in terms of like as mates. Like he seems safe, he seems funny. Like we have a laugh and a joke, and it's like he gets me on a YouTube level in terms of like I could just tell basically he could see how I was feeling, and he had creative ideas that let's give it a go, sort of thing. So yeah, the exploring was something that I didn't believe in at first, but I thought let's do it. Got nothing to lose, obviously. And this went against everything I've done in the past, i.e. filming quite raw.
From one ghost town to another, really. Like, he doesn't make content anymore.
No.
Abandoned YouTube channel. Anyways, do a video, Joe Weller, exploring that. But do you speak to him?
I haven't spoke to him since the incident, obviously, where he rang up KSI.
Yeah, I thought, I will admit,
yeah,
back in the day when I was listening to that, you were about to fight KSI in the first boxing match. We'll speak about that in the second half of the show. But Elliot called him up and basically just said, "I hope you knock Joe out." Basically, something along them lines. I would have bet my house, and I don't have a house, but if I had one, I'd bet it on the fact that was staged. But clearly, 3 years on now, whatever it is, it wasn't, was it?
No.
What happened?
So that was pretty much what'd you say, like the climax of a series of events.
Right.
Basically, I noticed the Elliot that I met in Starbucks, humble, normal guy, as I thought.
My throat just went.
But yeah, basically over an amount of time of, I don't know whether it be the followers, the success, the attention, I just saw him become someone I didn't like.
Yeah. Pretty
much. Like very cocky, arrogant, thought that the reason why he was big time was because of him. It's because he was in my video.
Yeah.
And that's not me being an arrogant twat about it, but that is the reason. It's because we had a series that banged, and that exploring series, but it's where the way he started acting like he was the bollocks, and all these chains and smoking weed or all that,
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to hang around this guy anymore. And I don't want to go up to him and say, mate, you need to change, you need to be this. If that's who he wants to be, fair play, mate.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to come and give you an explanation. I'm just going to sort of do my own thing.
Yeah.
So I think he thought he had a level of confusion on like, okay, why have I sort of ditched him?
Right. Did you just not speak to him as much? Or?
Yeah, I just sort of started, hanging out with different friends sort of thing and doing my own thing.
Because didn't you go to America and do a song with him or something?
Yeah, we did all of that. Like, we did a lot of stuff, mate, and those exploring videos, like, they were the sickest thing. Like, our dynamic on camera was amazing, like, so good.
Yeah.
We got on really well, and anyone that I tried to make, I've tried to make exploring videos with since then, there's not been the same dynamic as me and him. And that does like get to me. Like I do sort of almost wish like, fuck, I wish we were just still mates and we still banged, videos out, whether they're exploring or not. We had a good sort of like chemistry on camera.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So I obviously start distancing myself, and then we were at a nightclub, and he had contacted the nightclub to be put like on the door as like special guest.
What? What? Oh my word!
I remember seeing that and just being like, mate, what the fuck?
What, you saw it on the door?
I remember seeing that and I was like, is this a joke? It's gotta be real. So it was like, so it was like cameo featuring Elliot Crawford, and I was like, okay, fair play to him. I think I might go. So I was like, I think I might go. So basically, I went, and obviously we get there and like all the attention. He's got a booth that's like elevated, and everyone's around him. We go in there. And like it's sort of the crowd goes from there and they sort of come over here.
Yeah.
Now, bit of a dickhead move. Like I was going purely for that intention. Like I just was.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, no, mate. Like you need to
remember your roots. Yeah.
Like, get back down to the real world sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, like at this point we haven't spoken in a while and all of that. And he sort of was like, oh yeah, mate, come here, yeah, come join us. And I was like, no, mate. Like as in no. So I just sort of didn't really pay attention. I went off and had my night out on the other end of the club. Anyways, he got livid at this. Started on my mate.
What, he's come over at that night?
No, Lawrence, my friend, walked past their booth at one point. He started on him because he thinks my mate Lawrence is the reason why I've like distanced myself. But then anyways, we leave, and it was following that. I think he was obviously probably smashed or whatever, I don't know, but he calls up KSI and then does what he does.
Fucking hell! Have you heard did you hear the phone call?
No.
So he called him up, and I mean it's been many years since I've heard it back, but he's basically like, Joe's about to fight him, and he's like, I hope you knock him out and stuff like that. And then I think he even says Joe's got too big for his boots, because I remember watching it thinking, Joe did actually make you though. Like I know that sounds like such an arrogant way to look at it, but they're the facts. They are the facts.
Obviously, Mr. Creature was shit. Decided to hit me up and sent me this. Hope you dropped Joe, bro. So I'm just there like, out of everyone, I didn't expect this from you. Literally, I definitely did not expect this from fucking Elliot. You know what? It didn't even stop there. This nigga decides to call me.
Oh my god.
What's up, bro?
How are you, JJ?
I'm good, man. How are you? That's the main question.
Oh, shit's about to go down.
What's up? Why are you beefing Joe?
I always find that quite strange. Whenever I even like hit another 1,000 followers on something, I'll tweet saying thanks to you. I'm just like,
you haven't got to do it every follower you get.
Every single follower, another follower, thanks, Jack.
I remember once I started to do this series called Clickbait, like way before I did the new one, and I was trying to get these guests on, and I asked him, and he was like, this was before you fell out, and he come and picked me up in this new Mercedes and that, and it was like, I got in the car, and he was talking about it, and he's like, blasted this like Drake tune, whatever, and he had all these chains on, and I was just like, mate, like I said outside, I just drive a 2001 or like Toyota Yaris. I was like, this isn't me at all, and I could tell that he thought he was like big time, like bigger than KSI almost. So that's it was weird, but I did think, going back to the call, that it might be staged to try and sell the fight more, which I thought would have been a genius move.
Yeah, I mean, on paper it does sound genius, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But no, that's the thing. Like, and building up to that fight, like, if anything, I should have made more of a sort of, I guess, like marketing sort of strategy in terms of like, after this fight, I need to use what I've, the publicity and everything to propel my career. Whereas instead, all I did is think, I'm only thinking about the fight. I didn't make any videos really on the build up to it. I didn't think about, any of that. I just wanted to beat KSI and that was it. And even if I did beat him, I'd then be like, right, what now?
Yeah.
So yeah,
So just before we get onto the boxing, you mentioned in your latest waffling you'd have Elliot back on your podcast. Just to have a chat, just to have it out.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting. It's weird. It's like, it's one of them ones where who contacts who first?
Yeah, I think you've already put your olive branch out
but
there.
as in like, I haven't heard anything back.
No. What's he doing now?
I'm not sure.
No.
I don't know. He looks very different. I mean, I don't know.
Last thing I'll say about it, but I don't think because he could have, whether or not you were mates anymore, he could have used that platform and tried to at least run with it a little bit.
I think the abuse was too much.
Yeah, because he did snake you big time, but he did. I mean, he did a video where he was just eating an ice cream on a spinning roller coaster, and it was 45-second long video. Him just eating an ice cream on a roller coaster, and at the end it was like, sponsored by the ice cream. It was just like, you're just killing your any kind of platform now.
Yeah, no, it was. I think like that's what sort of showed itself. Like when we stopped making videos and he just made videos.
Yeah,
it was like didn't really come out of anything that was like, boom, this is worthy of you being a big time YouTuber sort of thing.
Did it ever, some of the content he was making on his channel, because he was so closely connected to you?
Yeah.
Did it ever embarrass you, like some of the stuff he was doing, like, or not?
Not embarrass me. Nah, not embarrass me. Like, at the end of the day, he's his own person. He can do what he wants. But, yeah, all I know is probably the reason why he did eventually stop, I feel, is that, mate, everything he posts, like Instagram, YouTube, whatever, it was just snake emoji, snake, snake.
Yeah.
And I think that must have just been toxic. Like,
Yeah.
when you feel like literally the world hates me. Like, not just doesn't like me, they fucking hate me. They think I'm a snake. Like, that must be horrible to live with. And that's where I'm like, I'm to a point now where I'm like, mate, I almost want to see, like, is he all right?
Yeah.
Is he all right? Like, after all this time, like, you don't hear anything of him now.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
That shows you as a bigger man that you've moved on and you want to actually check in on him and stuff like that. So consider this the olive branch then.
Yeah. Get him on happy hour.
Get him on waffling. You need him on waffling first.
Yeah, no, you're right. We'll see what
happens. What we tend to do. We tend to let guests go on other podcasts and then we snake in and get them.